Okay. This is gonna go bad because my servant is either dead or not around. So how's this gonna... Oh, okay. Whilst I'm correct in assuming that you are going to the arena, very well, I'll be going too. You're dying though. My duty is to cross swords with the enemy. Your responsibilities, of course, lie elsewhere. I was planning on entering the arena alone, but Saber would have noticed immediately. It's obvious that my servant is in no condition to fight effectively, if at all. However, I have no choice but to have them join me. In fact, the fact is that if I enter the arena alone, I wouldn't last a minute. The 5th round has arrived and Saber said that they would fight, injuries and all. Tell me your fucking name, woman. Knowing the consequences of my actions, I asked that you fight alongside me anyway. Of course, you probably expected nothing less from one you've fought alongside with. I understand, Master. Now let us go. And do not worry, I will not fall to mere trions. I don't know what that is. Try something. Trifecta. I don't know. It looks like you got into the arena. Okay, I'll instruct you on what I want you to do, so listen carefully. Like I said earlier, find the weak points in the arena's firewall and set up the bypass circuit. I'll guide you along, so please listen to my transmissions. Yeah, go ahead. That, and I can connect myself to the Holy Grail with the bypass circuit. I'll link with you. It's inadvertent, so it's like I'm trying to peep at your files. Well, it's not like I'm trying to peep your files or anything. Whatever Rin needs to do, she has my permission. If I want to carry out Rin's plan, I need to avoid contact with the enemy. I mean, this works. I mean, that was quick. I expected it to be more because I saw another one. So I guess it's run around till you find the right one. So did I just get lucky because of that shortcut? If so, I'm cool with that. Once you've reached a good spot for hacking, the portable terminal has caught a signal. Give me a moment and I'll analyse it in more detail if it's a suitable location for the bypass circuit. It's all you, Rin. She responds quickly. Okay, it checks out. Right there. That's the best place to establish the bypass circuit. Alright. I'll create a channel between myself and the Holy Grail that maintains the arena. She whispers something. I'll transfer the hacking code to my terminal. I won't know for sure until I try it out, but it seems the bypass circuit is up and running. Oh yay! No sooner have I replied in acknowledgement than an aura of death sends chills through my body. I whirl around to see. I think your victory declaration may have been premature. Julius. Our prey is running free when they should be rotting. What is this? Did you take mercy on them? No, not at all. I'd say they were just good enough to evade the full force of my strike. I see. Then this time, let's be sure to leave them as corpses. Alright. My servant is in a condition to fight properly, and we have no choice but to defend ourselves. Look for an escape. Run! Run! I'd never win challenging this fierce opponent, or my servant is exhausted like this. I need to escape somehow, but I'm facing the harshest of all my sub-mechanics so far. Me and his servant are like a pair of hawks, or he and his servant are like a pair of hawks who would only revel in swooping down on their fleeing prey. I have to prepare for the worst. Okay, I'm going to perform a forced withdrawal on you. Accompanying Ring's voice is a blinding light that comes shooting out to my terminal. No sooner than I hear Ring's words does the light expand around me. My vision goes white, all my senses are snuffed out. The bright light forces me to clench my eyes shut as I give my body over to a strong gravitational pull. My virtual body is composed of into a single point and removed from the area, or the arena. My consciousness condenses, like two dimensions becoming one, and then travelling to far beyond. In that strange time space, damn, his files are flowing in. I hear Rin's voice. I have to cut the connection quickly, or What? Wait, this? Her voice wavers as if she's so shocked she can hardly speak. No way. His body is missing. She softly mutters a searing truth. Okay. So do I have no body in fact? Do I in fact have no body? Do I in fact have no body? Am I in fact ghosty? Ghosty goo? Big ghosts? Big ghosts in Little China? I wonder how long I've been out. The last thing I remember from yesterday is Judith's attack and being swallowed by light. Still dazed, I moved my head some. It appears my motor skills are intact and my body's okay. I'm sore all over, but I'm alive. I sit up and open my eyes. Morning, Hakuno. Good thing you finally woke up. Things got pretty dicey in there. You've been asleep ever since the imposed withdrawal. Checking my portal terminal, I see that a day has passed. Rin ejected me from the arena when Judas attacked. I've been asleep from the shock ever since, I guess. You're lucky. You're lucky he attacked in there. Elsewhere, an imposed withdrawal would have been difficult to perform. A silver lining in the dark cloud, I suppose. That's right. About the bypass circuit. Is it in progress? The bypass circuit is proven a satisfactory influx, so I should be able to supply magic. What a relief. It's pure luck that Rin found a way to heal Saber just in time. Okay, can you close your eyes for a second? I wonder why. Still, I do as I'm told. Don't open until I say. It's just my imagination, or is Rin really close by? Suddenly, there's a soft touch against my lips. Is this another procedure that will supply my servant with magic? Alright, calm down, me. Okay, you can open your eyes. My heart is still racing, and my body temperature is too high. What am I so nervous about? Rin grumbles to herself. Was there some sort of problem? It's nothing. There's nothing even remotely like a problem occurring at the moment. Just now, I ran a program that interrupts the contractual bond between you and your servant. I should now be able to supply magic to your servant directly from myself. That soft sensation still lingers on my lips. When I look at Rin, she blushes and looks away. I swear you are so dense. Well, everything's in order to supply your servant with magic. I'll perform the treatment, so you just come back to the nurse's office this evening. This isn't right. I can't keep leaving everything up to Rin. If there's anything at all I can do to help. I said I'd do it, it's fine. And considering what I have to do, it'd be even more. Okay, yeah. Mana transfer! Mana transfer! But between two women! Yeah! Yeah! Make this shit 18 plus, yo! I mean, leave this to me and just go putz around in the library or something. And absolutely don't peek inside the nurse's office. I mean, you say that. Don't peek. She probably doesn't want any distractions while she's working. I should do as she says and wait until evening. Yeah, sure. Sure. Let's go to the library. I wonder how long it's been since Rin took Saber to the nurse's office. According to the time of my terminal, not all that much time has passed. I wonder if my anxiety comes from being in the middle of a war zone without my closest ally by my side. I guess I'll go to the library and wait around. Nah. Or maybe I should go. Yeah. Look. I am aware of how this series works. We are going to the nurse's office. Oh, hello there, Hakuno. As soon as Rin showed up, I was unceremoniously showing the door. I wonder what she's up to. I could get fired for this. How am I supposed to do my job out here? I know that I was told to stay out, but I'm Saber's master. I can't help but be worried. God, what should I do? The choice is clear. As a master, the welfare of my servant should always come first. As I put a hand on the door, I felt a slight shock as if I was plunged into a socket. I crack the door open and peer inside. Yeah, okay. Alright. This works. I can't really see anything. What is going on there? As I open the door, an incredible fragrance overwhelms my senses. The scent is impossible to define, but it somehow stimulates every fibre of my being. All of a sudden, what could that possibly... What in the Hakuno? Don't tell me you were peeking in. I see flashing lights and my body goes numb as I sink to the floor, my mind totally blank. I must have set off an incredibly powerful trap, but for an instant, I saw a naked, slender leg. I told you to stay out. If you peek again, I swear I'll wipe every last memory of yours. Her anger washed over me like a wave, and all I could think about was her leg and other. No, better not dwell on that. Next time I try to peek, it'll probably end up being fatal. I guess I'll go kill some time in the library. Yep. Yeah, they fuck. Yeah, they fuck. Can I do it again? Okay. Yeah, they fuck. They fucking. Alright. They fucking. We're gonna do our own stuff. We're gonna go to the library, have some fun, read some books. I think I'll probably the library until I hear from Rin. I better make the most of what time still remains. As I comb the bookshelves for more information, the presence of some unseen person distracts me. Oh, hello. The source of that voice could only be Leo. I wonder what he wants from me. I have come to bid you farewell, as I hear your next opponent is my brother. His brother? Is he talking about Julius? Oh, you didn't know? He and I are stepbrothers. Of course, that has nothing to do with his participation in the Holy Grail War. His only reason for being here is to protect the next head of the Harway family. I wonder what he means exactly by bid you farewell. There's no way you'll win. With that in mind, I want to say my farewells to you before your inevitable demise. Damn, the ball's on this kid. Our skill levels may be different, but I have no intention of just rolling over and dying. Some things can't be overcome through strength of will. My brother is simply too skilled for you to defeat. That may be true, but even you can't predict how a battle will end. There are no absolutes, especially in this world. Yes, I suppose you are right. There are no guarantees, even for him. I have no arguments to offer. Leo gives a little nod, as if in appreciation of the limits of us mortals face. But I don't think that nod was for me, it was for his brother Julius. If heaven sides against my brother, he is not one to fight it. However, that is a discussion for another time. In this case, I believe my brother will be victorious. But should he be defeated, then it'd be obvious. Yeah, it would obviously be the result of bad luck, or perhaps he had no luck at all. How can he be so pragmatic about the possible death of his own brother? Why wouldn't Leo wish for Julius to claim victory? No, I would never go so low as to wish for victory of any kind. That is not the way of kings. As heartless as it may sound, my brother's victory or defeat would be of no consequence to me. His efforts will all be self-serving. If that effort doesn't benefit his lord, then it means nothing. More to the point, his victory here will mean nothing, for I will be the sole survivor of this war. Eventually, he will die by my hand. Why then would I wish for his success in the preceding rounds? Although, if there was any consolation to be found, it'd be the fact that he will have died for a purpose. My brother will be the foundation of which I will build my rule, from which the masses will benefit greatly. So this is how Leo sees everything. For these are the true thoughts of one who has been ordained to rule the world. My business with you has now come to an end, so if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I've been meaning to have a serious conversation with you for quite some time now. As long as you believe that you'll survive until the end, the farewells made now would be premature. We will probably meet again. Just as they had when he appeared, the sound of his footsteps managed to convey his regal bearing. I didn't need Leo to point out how much more skilled Julius is in combat than me. However, I have no intention of giving up. After all, I'm not in this alone. I finished the magic restoration. Saber should be fine now. Come meet me in the first floor. Yeah, they done fucking, are they? You done fucking, are ya? Okay, no, I'm finished. Just like the terminal said, when I reach the first floor, Rin is waiting for me. My servant is behind her. How considerate of you to come get me, Predator. The situation is now resolved thanks to Rin. Unlike Saber, who looks refreshed, Rin appears somewhat tired. What's going on here? I wonder if something happened during the medical healing process. Sheesh, she resisted so much, and still managed to drain me. Oh, it's nothing. The ceremony went fine. As you see, she's got fight in her again. Fully recovered, that's good. The nurse's office smells sweet. Maybe I should ask what they did in there, for future reference. How boorish. You are too immature to handle the reality of it. Use your imagination if you must. Rin performed beautifully. True, my technique is superior, but you possess a certain natural grace. Hey Saber, you promised not to say anything about it, didn't you? About what? More and more, I find it difficult to understand exactly what in the world is going on, but... In any case, how can I? Even though I told you not to be, you still were a peeping Tom. How could I not? I'm a master, and I care what happens to my servant. So that's what they call it these days. You're lucky the trap didn't catch you. If you'd gone in, Your electronic brain could have exploded. The trap was meant for an enemy, not you. Rin is pretty scary. I'm glad I didn't interrupt her. All's well that ends well though. Hopefully my servant won't need special treatment again. I'll let the details remain cloudy for now. I'm just happy that Saber has recovered. The enemy's eyes were malicious during the attack, but softened at the end. He's not evil at all. Saber nods satisfied. Well, I ought to thank Rin. She looks worn out. Well, whatever. It wasn't too much of an imposition. But I am a bit tired. I'll rest for the remainder of the day. I thank Rin and say farewell. With a shuffle in her step, she disappears down the hallway. As soon as she leaves, the gravity of our situation returns to me. Julius's servant is strong. There's an overwhelming difference between us. I have to be able to retaliate, or I will become digital debris. Do not worry, Predator. I shall not fall prey to the same trick again. Now that I am well, I will revisit the disgrace I have suffered upon their heads. What a bold assertion for one who just crawled out of their grave. Please no. Not the cold rush of death again. By the time my senses revive, Julius has already come to confront me. You. Such blatant disregard for decorum. I shall repay you with a lesson in humility. I saw through your trick the last time, when you threw the surprise attack at me. Your fist penetrates the enemy's body with a bolt of magic, which disrupts their nerves. It's a secret Chinese technique that combines raw energy with the martial arts. Yeah, splendid. You've seen through my move said to need no second strike. How marvellous. How marvellous, my opponent. With my fist I will crush you into powder and grind you into the earth. This joy is cheap liquor that I drink and drink whenever I'm sad. Right, Julius? If by joy you mean bloodlust, I have no interest. Be brief in your business. How about you, my enemy? You must take some joy in bloodshed. A ridiculous notion. The beauty of fighting lies in chivalry, not in base amusements. Many a disciple will mourn. There is no more wretched a thing than a master becoming an assassin. You have landed a blow below the belt. It is true, I have very much strayed from my path. The dark side is seductive, and any martial art instructor knows. Like a snake eating its tail, death leads to blood, leads to death, leads to blood. All this talk about bloodlust. Master, he intends to instigate a fight here. Are you ready? It's unavoidable. If we don't go on the offensive, we'll die here. We'll give it all. Yeah, we'll give it all we got. Hold. Everyone freezes at cutting a single word. Coming from him, that single word holds special weight. Now, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but fighting on school grounds is prohibited. If you're so eager to go kill each other, do it where I won't see, otherwise I will have to stop you. If you choose to continue, I'll be forced to slap you both with a penalty. What shall it be? You don't care, do you, Julius? My interest has waned. Let's go. I don't wish to be saddled with a penalty for ending this weakling. Fair enough. I too wish to avoid a dull fight. Julius leaves. His unseen servant follows, apparently. You will save it for the arena as well, I take it. That's the venue to vent your passion. With that said, Kotomine leaves. Well, if nothing else, I'm glad my servant is back to normal. Like Kotomine said, we can go back to exploring the arena. There's no time to stand around. I head off to the arena. Can we finally actually go now? I guess we can finally go now. Okay. What's the recording time on this? Half an hour. Yeah. Okay, I'll wrap that up in one episode and then we'll go in the next one.